It is egoistic. And you have, for instance, one of these is Calvinism. And Calvinism will say that you can tell how much you are loved by God by looking at a man's prosperity in life. It shows it. So the better life you have, the more you are loved by God. So the more rich you are, the better you manage. It just shows that you are loved by God. But God, you don't need to make good deeds to be loved by God. Because you cannot make good deeds if you want to accumulate money. So the gods are always responding to our society structure. If you go back and you look at the Catholicism, it's very hierarchic. You have people, very poor people down at the very base, and then they come the priests and the bishops, and finally the Pope, who's the mediator up to God. It's hierarchic, just like the feudal society was hierarchic. It was also in the same way hierarchic, so the religion is mirroring the whole society. So with Protestantism, and here God becomes some kind of strange, invisible principle behind everything, and it's neither inside or outside, or nobody really knows where it is. And in Hinduism, there are millions of names for God. Because the Hindus have seen that everything is God. So you find millions of names. If you go and look at Krishna, there are thousands of names for Krishna, thousands of names for Shiva, for Vishnu. And also in Hinduism you will find that all these names are kind of aspects of life. And also of people's ways of being. But Hindus have looked very deep because everything is God. So God has as many names as you can find here. Isn't it beautiful? As many things and forms names you can find here. It's God. So you can never stop naming God because everything is God. And most of all these gods are somehow easy to understand, but Kali is not easy. Because Kali is representing enlightenment. And she's representing that which has no meaning and also no meaning. She's beyond meaning. She's not meaningless. She's beyond the mind. The mind will always think, is it meaningful or meaningless? but Kali is beyond meaning. So is the source. So is the truth. It's also beyond meaning. It's neither meaningless or meaningful. It's beyond. So Kali is representing all the unpredictable. I talked the other day, I said, but there is no destiny. There is no predictability. Because people say if there's no freedom, then I'm destined. Then I'm predestined. Everything is predestined then. No, it's again the mind thinking, oh, if there's no freedom, then everything's predestined. This is the extremes of the mind. Kali is representing the truth beyond the mind. So you will see her in the most weird situation pictured in India. You will see her eating a newborn baby. Because that's one of the things we cannot tolerate. That a little baby is born and killed or dies, and we say, how is it possible? Wow, how is life so cruel? And oh, this is something that touches us very deeply, isn't it? You see small babies taken out of the railroad tracks during the Second World War and teared away from their mothers, and the mothers put into the gas chambers. This is the utmost what you can tolerate to look at, isn't it? This is really the top when we come to tearing a newborn baby from the mother and kill it. Here we really go. And this is one of the aspects of Kali. That's why they picture her like that. To force you to understand that source is beyond meaning. And because man can invent a word, a concept, meaning and meaninglessness, it doesn't mean that reality has to fit with that. And we are so arrogant that we believe that because we can create these ideas and concepts, then life has to fit into it, but life doesn't. So Kali doesn't fit into your ideas about how things are. That's why she's so worshipped and so feared. And that's why she is a goddess for enlightenment. She doesn't fit into your ideas. She doesn't fit into your need for security. She doesn't fit into your need to predictability. Your need for control. Your need for controlling and predicting and feeling safe. She will uproot you all the time, and that's what enlightenment is about. It's the readiness to be uprooted totally with all what you believe in. You cannot believe in anything if you are awakened. You see all beliefs as a deep hindrance. All religions is a deep hindrance. All creeds, howsoever beautiful they are. So this enlightenment is to like he says now, it is merging with every situation in life, unconditional, without looking for any outcome of it. You will say, okay, I can go into my deep pain if I will feel good about it afterwards. That's a control. You have some kind of conditions. And people have conditions all the time. This is unconditional. You will lose everything because you will lose yourself. You will lose the ego. You will be a nobody.